And in today's episode, I'm going to be unpacking the 3 powerful takeaways from that event that every serious business owner truly needs to hear. Look, these are shifts that are already redefining how like visibility, revenue, and authority work in the AI era, and I'm going to give you the practical steps to adapt fast, lead strong, and stay ahead of the curve. So let's get started. Right off the bat, I want to talk to you a little bit about what I talked about while I was there. Look, AI search is changing. We're literally seeing traffic drops of 25%, 30%, 40% or more. Because not because someone isn't on Google or not because they haven't done SEO or any of that, but traffic is literally terminating. It is terminating in an AI overview. So somebody is going and searching for whatever it is that they're going to search for, the best, I don't know, whatever it is. Like one of the students that was there, one of the participants that came and talked to me, spent some time with me. She's a doctor. She's a doctor that's in New York City. She's right in the middle of everything, massive amount of competition, and she's sitting right in the middle of it for all kinds of things. From she's a dermatologist, so she deals with everything from hair loss to skin issues and all kinds of different things. And we were talking about how it shifted for where when you go and you look on AI overviews or you look in ChatGPT, because most of the time people don't realize AI overviews are pulling into about 40% or more of any kind of Google search traffic right now. And it's going to basically it's going to increase until it gets up to 60-70% or more over the next 6 months or so. And so as it gets more and more and more, people are coming in and they're seeing one thing, they're seeing one person, they're seeing one business, one maybe it's a doctor, they're seeing one answer to their solution or the solution to their problem, and they're typing in, they're going in and they're searching, and they're seeing that one answer. And if you're not that one answer, guess what? You're not even in the conversation, because people are believing that chat went out and found the best information for them, or AI overviews went out and found the best information for them, and it pulled it in. It pulled that in. So it's terminating on them. They're seeing right now and these are stats that just came out this last week. They're seeing over a 60% shift right now in the amount of traffic and click-throughs that's happening to a website. So in other words, let's say you've done a really great job and you've been in business for a long time. Take another one of the doctors that I was talking to at the event. He's in OKC. They've spent 3 decades. He's been an orthopedic surgeon for 3 decades. 3 decades, 30 years out there online, done great. He's got a Google business profile, website, social media, the whole 9 yards. YouTube channel, all of the goodness. Went and looked at him on Google, shows up. Went and looked at him started to shift the way that we searched so that an AI overview would pop up. AI overview pops up. Guess what? He doesn't show it all. Come over here, pull ChatGPT, doesn't show it all. Now, if he's not showing and another doctor shows, guess what somebody's going to do? They're probably going to click on and look at that doctor, or they're going to call and set an appointment. He's not even in the conversation. Are you even in the conversation? I literally did probably 10 to 15 of these audits like this over a 2-day period, maybe more than that. I don't know. It's all a blur right now. Just got back from this event. When I was doing all of these, the same thing kept showing up over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so if you're not in that conversation and they're only looking at what shows up as the result inside of that search, guess what's going to happen? They're not going to click through to your business. They don't even know you exist. It's not like Google where you get all of these maps and you got all these map listings, or it's not like Google where you get your 10 pretty links right below it where you can see all of the links, or it gives you all these other things like images or videos or all. That's not the way it works right now. AI overviews is giving you one answer, and sometimes it's images and a whole little paragraph about how great this person or this business is, and then it gives you all of these details about when they're open and how they work and da 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 da, and all of this on one person, one business, one opportunity. If you're not in the one opportunity, guess what? You're invisible. You're invisible. The other crazy thing about it is SEO doesn't equal AI SEO. Just because you've done search engine optimization, just because you've hired some of the best, just because you've done that kind of stuff for years and maybe decades, doesn't mean you're actually going to show up, just like that doctor that was in OKC. If you're not showing up in those AI answers, that means your organic traffic is slowly disappearing over time. So if you've seen that, if you're watching this right now or listening to my voice right now, and you know that you've seen your traffic start to decline, maybe you thought, oh, it's just the time of year of the season, or maybe it's the economy, or maybe it's, I don't know, whatever. It could just be the fact that people are coming and they're getting a result and it's not you. They're getting a result in AI overviews, they're getting a result in ChatGPT, and you're not optimized for those things, even though you've been optimized for Google for years. So don't ignore AI search. It's here. It's here. It's already here. So what do you do right now? Look, if you're not driving and you're listening to this, I would highly suggest get on your phone, get on your laptop, search yourself, search your brand, search your company. Does your company show up in Google? Great. Does your company show up in AI overviews? And the way to pull an AI overview a lot of times is to put best or top or qualified or experienced, or just do a qualifier on the front end of the search. So for me, maybe it's, the best search mark or AI search marketing company in whatever city, right? Because that's kind of what we do. When you type in best or qualified or expert or whatever that is, it's going to pull up many times, not always, but it should pull up an AI overview at the top, and it'll have some information. A lot of times it's only going to show one company. Sometimes it'll show up to three, and it's going to give all the details. Are you showing? If you're not showing, then come over here and search on ChatGPT. Do the same exact search and then see if you're showing. Most of the time, what I'm seeing in chat right now is it's going to show one company. It's going to show one company. If you're not that company, guess what? You're not even in the conversation. So that means that after all of that work and time and money that you've spent, that means that if you're not even going to show up in that conversation for ChatGPT, and down below it'll show, usually it'll ask the question of something like, do you want to see the next 3 to 5 blah 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 blah, whatever it was that you were searching for. Many people are not even doing that, so that it's terminating. They're seeing the one answer, they're calling the people, they're getting an appointment, they're doing their thing. So if you're not in those results, you are not in the conversation. That's takeaway number one. Takeaway number two. So we wanted to challenge ourselves. We want to challenge ourselves to see if we could actually show up and dominate for a couple of different keywords inside of Chat GPT and inside of AI overviews before the event. And so one of those was actually the event itself. I wanted to see if we were able to do this, and we were able to actually take over for the top speaker at the Magnify Your Wealth Conference 2025. And it literally shows all of my images, shows me as the top speaker, how I'm coming to talk about AI search and all this goodness. Look, bottom line, there are people that were on that stage that have been around a lot longer than I, that have done a lot more stuff than I have, that speak all around the world, that do things at a level that I'm not at. But I was outranking them. I actually showed up when they didn't. AI algorithms don't care as much about a backlink or this or that. They care about expertise and reputation, and they care about citations, and they care about knowledge panels, and they care about video, and they care about authority signals, and they're looking to see if you're actually a credible source. It's different than the old game that we played with SEO. I'll give you another example. We wanted to rank for AI marketing. I think it was AI marketing agency in Texas. And so we went and we did this in about a week. We created the content, spun everything up, got everything out there online, and we were actually able to rank. We showed up in the top results for AI marketing agency Texas for about 3 days. I think we showed up through like Wednesday, and I spoke on Friday. And by Thursday, we were already out of the search results. So here's takeaway number two. Takeaway number two is you better have somebody on your team that understands what's happening. We know why I disappeared. We know why we disappeared in that search. You have to have consistency and persistency whenever there's any kind of actual volume of content, material, AI love, like the stuff that AI loves out there online. So that's great that you are able to get your stuff online maybe for a little bit, but are you going to be able to keep it there? Knowledge panels disappear. We've seen it. We've done it. So we have the t-shirt. We bought a few of them, right? We're seeing that AI search results disappear, and it's shifting rapidly. Not too long ago, Reddit was a big source in AI overviews and ChatGPT. Now, not so much, not as much as it was. YouTube took over. YouTube's showing about 30% of the time right now as a citation source inside of ChatGPT and AI overviews. So if you're investing in an SEO company, if you're investing in a marketing agency, you you better get with somebody that understands AI and understands the AI SEO, because the rules have changed, or you're just burning money. So that's takeaway number two. Let me give you takeaway number three. I talked to a lot of business owners. We were hearing a lot of information at the time that we were at this conference. I think they said there were 24 different talks that happened within a 3-day period. Mine was just one of those. There was a lot of entrepreneurs that came to me, talked to me about different ideas, talked to me about what they were doing. We were able to do one-on-one appointments with them. And as I'm consulting and coaching business owners and helping them see what we could do for them with marketing, I would shift into this I would shift it from marketing into coaching. One of the guys came to me and he had all these ideas he wanted to do and everything else. And I said, okay, what's the one thing? What's the one thing? What's the one thing that you're going to master? What's the one thing that you can scale? What's the one thing that's going to solve the problem of your ideal client? What's the one thing? In-N-Out Burger sells what? One thing. They sell a hamburger. You're not going to go to In-N-Out Burger and get a steak. You're not going to go to In-N-Out Burger and get chicken strips. You're not going to go to In-N-Out Burger and get someone else. You're going to get a burger. That's all you're going to get. Or Raising Cane's, billion-dollar company. Raising Cane's only sells fried, like, chicken strips. That's all they sell. You're going to go and you're going to order chicken strips. If you don't want chicken strips, don't go to Raising Cane's, because they don't have anything else. And their chicken strips are awesome. I've eaten a lot of them. Our family's eaten a lot of them. And they're, like I say, billion-dollar company. They sell one thing. So I would challenge you today. What's the one thing? What's the one skill, the one product, the one offer that you literally can become world class at right now? Build that muscle before you add anything else. What's the one solution? And the bigger problem that you solve, the more money that you can create, because business owners are willing to pay for you to solve their problems. Are you solving their problems? If you're solving their problem, then you're going to be able to get paid for whatever it is that you're doing. And you're going to get paid well. So those are the three things, right? Number one, just because you're doing SEO doesn't mean you're going to show up inside of AI search or in ChatGPT. Go do a search. Number two, make sure that you got somebody on your team that actually knows what's shifting and changing with AI search as it goes. If you don't do that, if you don't make sure of that, I can guarantee you're burning money right now, because the game is changing. They need to be able to literally shift on a weekly basis. There are changes that happen this week with schema data and other things that happened literally this week while we were on the road to come back here, that we will start to change inside of our SOPs so that we provide better services to our clients. And number three, you better get really good at one thing. What's the one thing that you're going to do? The one burger, the one chicken strip, the one service, the one offer, the one product, the one skill that people are going to come to for just that exact thing, because they know that you can solve their problem. What is that one thing? I was fortunate enough on Thursday, before the event even started, I had my eForge students come in. Guys, look, if you're wanting to be a part of a Christian-based, focused entrepreneurial group that helps you with marketing, that helps you with business skills, that help you with SOPs, that helps you with mindset, that helps you with health, that helps you with all the facets of being an entrepreneur, eForge is what that's about. It's called the Entrepreneurial Forge for a reason. We literally build entrepreneurs. And on Thursday, I brought them together and we did a sales competition. And within 2 hours of them focused in on what they were doing, and there was a very small group of them. There's probably 7 or 8 that were actually quoting and invoicing during this time period. 7 or 8 people inside of agencies and contractors. I had contractors and agencies doing this. Guys, we were able to quote and invoice over $400,000 in 2 hours. Some of that was actually collected on site that day in that moment. Some of it got collected later that night when we were at Mills. Some of it was collected over the weekend. And I even had one of the students reach out today and said, hey, I just collected another $4,500. Guys, this isn't theory. This is the power of like high leverage environments, clarity, and execution. That's what we do inside of eForge. If you're looking for a community of people where you can collaborate and you can grow as a business owner, and you have a mindset that you want to do more with this, what you're stewarding, the funds, the place, the business, the things that you're doing, That's eForge. That's what it's about. We are open right now. We would love to have you be a part of that. I want you to be a part of that if that's something that fits what you're looking for. Look, the event reminded me of something simple. Attention is shifting, and those who adapt first will lead the future. Whether it's AI search, whether it's business focus, whether it's just quoting and closing like we did on Thursday, the results belong to those who show up and execute. If you've been on the fence, this is your wake up call. You don't need another idea. You don't need another training. You don't need to go buy another course. You need aligned execution. You need to go act. You need to do the thing. You need to think bigger than what you're thinking. I'll give you a good example. I was just at an event and the speaker was talking about all these things that he was doing, and he was talking about this and that, and the guy's worth about $500 million just in assets that I know he has. I have no idea about cash flow and all of that. Just the assets are worth about $500 million. And I'm sitting there listening to him talking about what he's doing and all the stuff that he's doing and how he's about to go on this big old tour and he's going to hit 100 people or 100 cities in 100 days and how he's going to be away from his family and how he's doing these challenges in the middle of doing this and da 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 da. And my very first thought was, man, I have no desire to do that. And then it hit me. Well, then apparently I don't want what he has because it took him doing that to get what he has. You see, it's not about learning. It's not about more information. It's not about you getting that next course or that shiny thing. It's not about you learning the next AI trend or any of that. It's you taking even the things that you know right now. There are health things that you know right now about how to take care of your health that you're not doing. There's conversations you need to have, business things that you need to do. There's emails that need to be sent, phone calls and follow-ups that need to be had that you're not doing. It's about executing. It's about doing the things that you know you need to do in your business to make sure that you're making progress and getting towards your goals and building a better life for you, your family, whatever it is that your goals and your strategies are. We want to leave an impact. We want to do something that's bigger. We want to do something with our resources that makes literal change on the world. That's what we do inside of eForge. We're not just about training entrepreneurs. We're about forging legacy leaders. We're about people that are going to go and they're going to change the world. That's what we're about. So those 3 takeaways, I hope these have helped you. If they've helped you, drop a comment. I would love to hear from you. If this is good content and you're like, yeah, I've got some, I met some people over the last 3 weeks that I'm going to have on the podcast that you guys are going to be blown away by some of the things that they're doing in their businesses and in their lives. So leave a comment, subscribe wherever you're listening right now, whether it's Apple or Spotify or whether you're on YouTube or one of the other podcast platforms. Leave a review. Let me know. Comment. Let me know. Share this with a friend that you think needs a wake-up call about their business. Share it with a friend that maybe is seeing a decline in their business and they're looking for help. Guys, I can do that too. We can help you do that too. You don't need more information. You need aligned execution. You need to go do the thing. You need to implement what you know. So subscribe, leave a review, share this episode. Guys, and this is the Forge, where leaders are made and legacies are built. And I will see you next Thursday, same time, same place, right here with the eForge Podcast.